practices in order to increase their odds of buying, such as writing a love letter or skipping inspection altogether. In 2020, the median home price in Portland was $450,000. 2 years later, it had grown to $565,000. The average time on the market remained at 5 days. So, the question now is how to write an offer letter for a house. What are the do's and don'ts? Well, in this part of the video, we'll be talking about the right way on how you can write an offer letter. Buying that dream home might seem like a simple task, but it requires more than simply finding the house with the perfect price and moving in. Even after getting all of the standard documents for your offer and receiving your pre-approval letter, you still need to convince the seller of your offer. Though it's not required, you can write an offer letter. Even in natural seller markets, home buyers will have to make offers as they compete against one another. This can be a challenging task due to home sellers having more power. As such, consumers' offers on homes are usually less competitive and less appealing than those of other consumer goods. With a few do's of writing a winning offer letter comes some don'ts. This can be discouraging, but you can still have a chance. How do you make yourself stand out from the rest? Do's and don'ts of writing an offer letter will get you one step closer to buying your dream home. What are the do's in writing an offer letter? Number 1. Sharing something personal. Get personal with your sellers by writing about yourself in a way that will make you appear more relatable and trustworthy. Be like a social media profile bio and fill it with details about your life so you can capture the attention of anyone looking for that perfect home for their family. Don't be afraid to share your job, your financial goals, and a summary of your family members that will live in the home. It's important that you disclose all pertinent information about yourself so the seller can compare all necessary personal and financial data for the transaction to go smoothly. Number 2. Connect with the sellers. It's possible to imagine what type of people your sellers are by looking at their home and using your typology skills. The best way to do this is to take a virtual tour. Before you write the offer letter, you should be prepared with some crucial typographical details that will help you negotiate more effectively. People will feel appreciated that you can talk about something from your travels without being strange and having a stranger. You can also localize information related to pets or animals for people if you like, or even show off specific cats you found during the tour. Number 3. Give compliments. It's important to let the sellers know if you want the house because of style or location, or maybe something that contributed to both, such as a spacious backyard. Knowing the suitability of a home for your needs and lifestyle is very important for buyers, so explain any intense details about what attracts you to the house. Instead of exclusively listing rooms or square feet, sellers should provide a list of reasons why the buyer's needs align better with their home. These reasons will usually be based on the buyer's situation rather than an individual trait in order to address how the home would be best used with ideas including its large backyard, trees, and extensive views. Number 4. Be genuine and positive. You should mention the home's beauty in your thank you note. By saying this, you avoid expressing contract language. Use contract language when sharing an offer letter with someone who's looking for their next job to detail how long the status of their current employment will remain the same. By having this relaxed, conversational tone and speaking from the heart, you will give sellers some sense of your personality and if they seem like a good fit for the home that you're looking to buy. If we have do's, of course, there are also don'ts. So here are the things you should not do when you write an offer letter. Number 1. Don't use competitive language. Though buying a home is competitive, try not to play too hard to get with the seller. Show them how much you care about their home and your love for it, but don't make it difficult for them in going through the process by showing off your negative side. If you want your offer to be successful, it's best to steer clear of using words of disparaging meaning. Your family could be more influential, or another company may have a more stable financial situation. Number 2. Don't ask questions about the property. With buying a home, you should be familiar with their product and confident in your offer before they walk you through the property. A chance to ask any questions comes after you've toured the product. If someone asks you too many questions after an offer, and the answer leads to a general concern that you may be unwilling or unable to commit, your offer is likely to be reconsidered. Number 3, don't overdo it. The offer letter you create should be around one page. Otherwise, it will quickly make the seller bored and your true intentions unclear. It's best to keep your offer brief and concise so as not to interrupt the seller's discussion with a long, drawn-out speech. Short and to the point, a brief letter is important to include specific details your audience needs to hear. Avoid information overload by outlining what you want to say. Number 4, don't ever lie. It's surprising to see that buyers create false information about their intended purchase in order to make the seller more interested in selling. While the seller can't check the validity of those statements, they may notice that information is fake. It may seem like you have the upper hand until someone else can see your lie. Avoid lying to people in your letter by staying truthful. You'll avoid unwanted consequences. If you think that's it, then you got it wrong. Here are additional things you can do or not in writing an offer letter. You can explain your bid and attach photos in the letter. It's not common to include a photo with your offer letter, but if you're a parent and you want to convey your values as a family-oriented person through the photo, feel free to do so. The picture reveals that your intentions of buying a home are true and lets the seller know how genuine you typically are. It's important to not feel obligated to explain your offer in more detail, though we've seen it happen a few times. The best approach is on a case-by-case basis. For example, if the listing price is substantially different than that of your offer, you should explain why. Your offer letter will give your offer the context needed to end successfully. The decision of whether or not to accept your offer is ultimately up to the seller. Even if you've written a top-notch offer letter, you still can't be sure that you'll get accepted, and the real estate market is competitive. Even so, this guide offers great tips on how to make your offer stand out. That's it for this video, Real Estate Heaven fan. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!